Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. My name is Kelsey, and today we have a pick a card reading, and we are looking at messages that you need to hear right now from your ancestors. Okay, so out in front of you we have 4 different decks to choose from, and I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath, really connect to your intuition, your guides, your ancestors, and ask which one of these 4 decks is holding the messages that you need to hear at this time. And here we have deck number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I will have all of the cards that I'm using listed in the description box below, as well as the timestamps to the beginning of each reading. Okay, so go ahead, take your time, really feel out which deck is calling to you the most. Pause the video if you still need a moment, and I am going to go ahead and move on to group number 1. Hello, my beautiful group number 1. Those of you that chose the Tarot Draconis, this reading is for you. And we're looking at messages from your ancestors, okay? What do your ancestors want you to know at the time that you find yourself here at this video? Group number 1. We're going to start off with some tarot to dive into the message, and then we'll pull some oracle cards for you as well. So group number 1. What do your ancestors want you to know? Group number 1. We have the 6 of Pentacles. The 2 of Swords. And the 7 of Swords. Okay, so the subconscious energy we have here is the 4 of Cups. Group number 1, a big message that's coming through here for you is to be mindful of where your energy is going. There's something here where it's like your ancestors really want you to be aware of almost like somebody stealing your energy. So this could come through in a lot of different ways for different people. For some of you guys, this is like energetic drainage, feeling burnt out, giving too much without getting anything back. And it's like this blindly giving, like this blind trust type energy here that your ancestors want you to be aware of. For some of you guys, this could be somebody literally stealing something from you, whether it be like physical resources, money, objects, items, or even I'm picking up here like somebody like sneakily like stealing your shifts at work, or like stealing hours. Interesting. So there's a big message here to be aware of where your energy is going and what is going out versus what is coming back in, especially with the 6 of Pentacles. There needs to be more of a balance energetically. And I'm hearing that this is really going to help you in regards to like your mental body, your mental energy, or your mental health. Because I'm hearing like this kind of idea of, well, I keep, I'm doing all of the things, I'm taking all of the action, I'm doing all of the work, but I'm not getting any of the benefits or receiving any of the rewards or, manifesting anything that I'm trying to manifest. And I almost feel like for group number 1, this has to do with somebody or something coming in and almost like cutting that off. Almost like maybe for some of you guys, this is like somebody else taking credit for the work that you've done, or somebody coming in and like disrupting the flow of energy that's coming to you in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. The subconscious energy we have here is the Four of Cups. So this is telling me that almost like this is nothing new. I'm almost reading this as like this is something that you're very familiar with and very comfortable with, and that may be why you're not noticing, because it's something that's gone on for so long it just feels normal. To be giving out more than you're getting back. Interesting. There's something very significant about that for you guys, though, that your ancestors really want you to pay attention to and to trust yourself in regards to whether or not you want to loan somebody money or time or energy, whether or not you want to let somebody in your space. Because not everybody should have access to your space, your energy, or your resources, okay? Let's go ahead, group number 1, and pull some oracle messages for you. Some of you guys may actually be hearing like rumors about you, that somebody has been, like somebody's been talking about you behind your back. I'm seeing that too. So your energy may be kind of like inflaming somebody's shadow around you. Group number 1, that your ancestors want you to be aware of. We have spirit mentors and teachers with talent guides. Group number 1, there's something here that you're meant to be doing or meant to be creating, and I feel like there's somebody or something happening around you that is making you feel like you aren't capable or you won't succeed. Or like making you feel like you aren't good enough to succeed. And your ancestors are saying you absolutely are. Do not allow anybody else to convince you otherwise. So whether it's, writing a book, music, art, singing, gardening, whatever it might be for you that you felt drawn to, especially if it's something that you feel like you want to turn into a career. And it's almost like there's been somebody in the back of your mind saying you aren't good enough or you're never going to make it. This could be somebody being very jealous as well. Your ancestors are saying you absolutely can succeed at this, okay? Don't let anybody take that from you. We have the dragonfly spirit with change. So group number 1, your ancestors are saying like it's absolutely time to make this shift, to take this risk potentially, to dive into this new version of life, to start living this lifestyle of the artist or the author or whatever it might be for you. Don't allow other people's actions or words to keep you on a path that is no longer meant for you. Don't allow other people to instill that doubt. Is something that I'm really picking up on here. Don't allow other people to dictate what you choose to do with your life. There's something here that's like very jealous or bitter, or it could be somebody that just feels like they need to be better than the people around them. That I'm really, really feeling here that your ancestors are really wanting you to kind of separate yourself from. And then we have fairies with earth magic. So group number 1, I really feel like you guys may have some sort of purpose or mission here where you're meant to create something that's tangible, something physical, whether it be a book or, art, or like a physical album, or clothing potentially for some of you guys, or whatever it might be. It's going to be different for everybody, but I do feel like there's a big message here that you guys are meant to create something physical, something tangible that is kind of meant to become a career. This could be a career change that you guys have been leaning towards or thinking about, contemplating, but convincing yourself that you shouldn't do it because of somebody else's doubt. Your ancestors are saying don't allow other people to blind you with their fear or their doubt or their lack of accountability. I'm also picking up here for some of you guys, your ancestors want you to know that if you have certain things that like randomly come up missing or moving around your house, that it's them. Some of you guys may have like a passed on loved one that comes to your home. It's almost like they move things around to get your attention. But yeah, your ancestors are pushing for a change in career here, specifically, and pushing you to utilize more of your creative talent. Whether this just be going into a career that utilizes that, or building your own business, or however that comes through for you, there's some sort of talent that you're being asked to nurture and to build upon. Okay, group number 1. But this is what I'm seeing, so I am going to go ahead and leave this here for you. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below, let me know if you chose pile number 1, and consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 2. Those of you that chose the Antique Anatomy Tarot, this reading is for you. And we are looking at messages from your ancestors. What do your ancestors want you to know, group number 2? We're going to start off with your tarot, and then we'll pull some oracle cards for you as well, okay? So group number 2, what do your ancestors want you to know, group number 2? I am picking up, tuning into your energy here, that your ancestors are wanting you to work with more nature, specifically, like some of you guys, this could be like herbalism or working with different plants or energies. And Palo Santo is coming in here. Interesting. So yeah, tuning into more nature, utilizing nature more, maybe using it to heal your body, creating tinctures and things like that. Interesting. So let's go ahead here, group number 2, and see what your ancestors have to say. We have the Ace of Cups, or the Ace of Elixirs here. The Ace of Rods, or Wands, and the Nine of Swords, or Blades. Okay, the subconscious energy for you guys here is the Six of Swords, Six of Blades. So I feel like group number 2, there's a underlying kind of current here where you guys may have a tendency to run away from your problems, or to kind of ghost people or situations when things maybe get a little bit difficult, or a little bit scary, or a little bit uncomfortable or unfamiliar. And there may be an urge to do that right now, and your ancestors want to bring this to the surface so that you are aware of the fact that maybe you're running away from something that is going to be very good for you. With the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands here, this could be new love, or this could be a new job, new inspiration. This could be a new work partner, or building a business or starting a business with your romantic partner. So it's going to be a little bit different for everybody here because this is a general reading. But I definitely see new people coming into your life, and new opportunities coming into your life with this new person. And it feels maybe a little bit scary, or it feels maybe a little bit like risky. And your ancestors are very strongly saying that there's a need to kind of step into the unknown here. Don't run away from it because it's uncomfortable or unfamiliar. Some of you guys may be starting a new job where you meet somebody that's going to be very significant in your life. They could be a romantic partner, but it doesn't necessarily have to be for everybody out there. But your ancestors really truly want you to know that as you step into this new energy, this new job, this new opportunity, this new inspiration, accepting the invite, however this might come through for you. Some of you guys, you may receive an invitation to some sort of event. Or be offered a new position or a new job in some way, shape, or form. And your ancestors are very strongly pushing you to accept this invitation, whatever it may be for you, instead of rejecting it out of fear of failure or out of being anxious because you're unfamiliar with it. Okay? So your ancestors really want you to accept the invitation. Group number 2, accept the invitation with an open heart, with an open mind. Okay, don't shut it down in your mind before you ever even actually get to it. Don't convince yourself that, oh, I'm going to go to this event, or I'm going to go to this party, or I'm going to go to this interview, but it's a waste of my time because I'm not going to get this job anyways, or I'm not going to win that award, or nobody's going to notice that I'm even there, or whatever it might be for you. Don't do that. Don't shut it down before you ever even go, okay? Let's go ahead, group number 2, and pull some more cards for group number 2, please. So we have self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness with Archangel Zadkiel here. So group number 2, there's a huge message here of needing to have that open heart, of needing to have that open mind, and to this acceptance. This acceptance is a big word here for group number 2. Accepting the invite, accepting yourself, accepting love, accepting the opportunity. And this is a big way that you can have compassion for yourself, that you can, forgive yourself for the past, or for maybe running away from other opportunities. Like, allow yourself to be open to new love, new inspiration, new work, new people, new partners. Okay. Some of you guys, somebody here, this could be coming back together with somebody. And there may be fear, apprehension, because maybe things ended previously. Maybe you ghosted this person, maybe they ghosted you, maybe there was problems, and you guys may be coming back together now. And if that's the case for you, your ancestors are saying there's a need for forgiveness, so that you're not holding the past against this person before this new relationship even has a chance to start. We have Daffodil Fairy with new beginnings. Yeah, there's a lot of new energy here. The Ace of Elixirs, the Ace of Rods. The Six of Blades can talk about travel. Some of you guys may be traveling to a new location or going on vacation or moving for a new job. But new beginnings, fresh start. And your ancestors are really wanting you to be open to this fresh start, this new beginning. Even if this new beginning is kind of a form of starting over for some of you guys, okay? Innocence with childhood. Some of you guys may have been holding your past against people, situations, things that other people have done to you. You may have been projecting onto other people and just assumed that they were going to do the same thing or that they were going to hurt you in some way, shape, or form. So it was easier to just not. But there's like closure coming in here, closure of your past, and a healing of your inner child that's allowing you to kind of step into this new beginning for some of you guys. Some of you guys, your ancestors are saying practicing some form of like self-parenting, re-parenting yourself could be very powerful for you. And we have the daffodil here, which is again bringing back to like the herbalism or the plant medicine in some way, shape, or form that I feel like could be very good for you, group number 2. Okay. But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful souls that chose this pile. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below, let me know if you chose this pile, and consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Those of you that chose deck number 3 here, the Ghosts and Spirits Tarot, this reading is for you. And we are looking at messages from your ancestors that you need to hear right now, okay? So group number 3, we're going to start off with your tarot, and then we will pull some oracle messages for you as well. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Group number 3. I'm picking up on some sort of almost like fairy tale or folklore or some sort of like childhood story that seems significant to somebody here. Interesting. So maybe for some of you guys, this ancestor that's coming through is a passed on loved one that you knew and used to maybe tell you stories, or maybe certain stories remind you of them. Let's go ahead. Group number 3, what do your ancestors want you to know? We have the 2 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, and the Sun. In the subconscious energy on the bottom of the deck here, we have the 10 of Wands. Okay. So group number 3, starting off here, your ancestors are saying that there is a need for planning. Some of you guys are maybe wanting to start your own business, or maybe wanting to write a book or something like that. But what I'm seeing here is that your ancestors want you to make a plan first, to make a business plan, or to outline, or to plan ahead in some way, shape, or form for this. Your ancestors are saying you need to be prepared. In order to achieve the best outcome, which I feel like could be very, very successful with the Sun here. Very successful, and it could bring a lot of success and wealth and recognition to your life. Some of you guys, this could even be like some sort of fame or some sort of like major recognition in a way where I'm seeing like crowds of people. So maybe public speaking. With the 10 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, though, what I'm seeing here is subconsciously you've maybe convinced yourself that you can't do it because it's too much work. And so your ancestors are saying take it one step at a time. It is going to be work, especially with the 2 and 8 of Wands here. But you're going to get through it much quicker than you realize if you allow yourself to make a plan and to move one step at a time instead of trying to do everything all at once, which may be something that you have a tendency of doing. And that can be very overwhelming and very stressful. And there needs to be a map, is what I'm hearing. There needs to be a map. There needs to be like brainstorming. I'm seeing like a lot of ideas coming in for this. So for some of you guys, something that you're needing to hear is that you don't have to use every idea you have in one project. Okay? So there may be a need to kind of narrow your focus with this 2 of Wands here, to kind of niche down or to focus on building one particular thing or one particular aspect first, and then you can add on later. Some of you guys, if this is like a book, maybe you're wanting to write like a series, and your ancestors are saying start with the first book and then add on afterwards. Okay? Like that type of energy here. So you're not weighing yourself down and burdening yourself down with so much work that you aren't able to accomplish. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some oracle cards for you, group number 3. Some of you guys, I am seeing that you're going to receive some sort of offer. So this could be some sort of publishing offer, some sort of invitation to speak publicly, some sort of job offer. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's something that you've really wanted, but for some reason there's going to be some sort of hesitation. Maybe it's long distance. and you're going to have to make like a game plan to be able to move or to work remotely or something like that. But your ancestors are saying whatever this is for you, you are able to do it. You just have to make a plan, okay? We have creation, soul expression, something new. Yeah. So you guys are there's definitely like this confirmation here of the soul expression I'm seeing as written or spoken word, like actually expressing something from inside of you, from your imagination. Creating a business, creating a business plan, building a plan in order to create something new. So this is confirmation for you, group number 3, that you are meant to do this, whatever this is for you. It is going to be different for everybody. And yes, it may be a lot of work, but don't allow the amount of work or the idea of how much work it is to stop you from taking one step at a time, okay? Purification with the pine spirit. So with the pine spirit here, group number 3, what I'm seeing is like this idea of doing something completely new, doing something you've never done before, doing something that's not kind of distorted already with other aspects of your life. So this could definitely have to do with moving. I'm seeing here, like, as well as detox. Detoxing like your body, your mind, your home, or even for some of you guys, moving completely and starting over somewhere else. Purifying yourself from any energies or any maybe people that aren't helping you move forward. Some of you guys, this is definitely like maybe overcoming addiction or like detoxing from alcohol or caffeine or even social media so that you're not influenced by external factors while you're creating this, okay? And then we have DNA with karma, you guys. Whatever this is for you, you are clearing karmic energies from your bloodline. And I feel like coming out of like breaking this ancestral poverty mindset for group number 3. Okay, so that may be something that really weighs on you very heavily. It's like the financial burden of what it'll take to do this or to create this or to achieve this. And a big part of your soul's mission in this lifetime has to do with kind of breaking that generational cycle of poverty, which means you're going to have to do things that subconsciously you're very maybe even overwhelmed by or feel very stressed out about. There's this idea here of like you have to work very hard to obtain money or to live comfortably. And it's like group number 3, you guys are meant to kind of break that cycle within your bloodline. You're meant to purify your bloodline of this poverty lifestyle. And that can be very difficult because, even while you're doing this, you can have people that are part of your bloodline telling you that you can't or you shouldn't, or that it's a bad idea, or that you're never going to make it. But your ancestors are saying you will make it. Don't allow anybody to hold you back with this, okay? But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful group number 3. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here for you. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below, let me know if you chose pile number 3, and consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so very much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 4. Those of you that chose the Tarot of the Divine, this reading is for you, and we are looking at messages from your ancestors that you need to hear right now, okay? So we're going to start off with your tarot, and then we will pull some oracle cards for you as well. Group number 4, let's go ahead and get right into this. I'm picking up on something here. Group number 4, about children. So for some of you guys, maybe your parents, or maybe you're going to be parents, or this could also have to do with like your family members' children. And there's something here about breaking the cycle with them. Interesting. Let's go ahead. Group number 4, we have the 6 of Cups. So this could be about your childhood as well. The 9 of Swords and the Hierophant. The subconscious energy we have here for group number 4 is the Hanged Man. So you guys may be feeling quite stuck, or feeling quite stuck, or maybe a little bit stagnant currently. I'm not sure where to go from here. Not really sure. Maybe questioning your path, questioning if you are even on the right path, or if you chose correctly. Some of you guys, this has to do with a partner. Wondering if you chose the right partner, or and this could be romantic partner, this could be business partner, this could be a friend. But I feel like group number 4, there's something here where it's like, if I could go back, I would do things differently. If I could go back knowing what I know now, I would do things differently. And your ancestors don't want you to live in regret. You can't change the past. Okay? And there's something here about that, like this idea of wishing you could go back, or wishing you could change something, that is holding you back, that is keeping you stuck, because you're so focused on that. Some of you guys may be wishing that somebody from your childhood was still around as well. And I am very much so picking up on like a romantic partner or a twin flame type energy here. Like wishing I could go back to the way that things used to be back when maybe back when we cared about each other still, or before everything fell apart, or before all the mistakes were made. So there's something here, group number 4, your ancestors are really wanting you to kind of face the truth of where you are now. There's a need for acceptance of where you are now. In order to kind of gain the wisdom from the experiences that you've had, you have to acknowledge that you've had them, right? And that's difficult. Your ancestors are acknowledging that. It's not easy to do, but it's the only way to move forward. And your ancestors really want you to begin moving forward. Okay. Maybe there's been kind of this fear of the future, because maybe it feels like if you move forward, then you're giving up, or some of you guys may feel like you are breaking some sort of promise that you've made, or there's like a fear of this finalization coming through here. But not allowing yourself to move forward isn't going to change that something has ended. But accepting this kind of finalization or this closure that something has ended is going to allow you to change. I hope that made sense. Let's pull some oracle cards, group number 4. There's definitely resistance here. Resistance to change, resistance to moving forward, resistance to letting go of something. Some of you guys may have gotten cheated on or betrayed in some way, shape, or form, and there's maybe a fear of that happening again as well that's being acknowledged here. We have the talent guides with spirit mentors and teachers, which we see here with the Hierophant as well, group number 4. There's definitely some sort of lesson here or wisdom that needs to be gained. We also have freedom on the bottom of the deck with moving on and letting go. I feel like for some of you guys, everybody around us and everybody that we connect with, that we experience in this lifetime, are teachers in some way, shape, or form, right? We learn through experience, and there's something here where you're being asked to learn through the experiences that you've had, as well as to not forget who you were, who you meant to be. So there may be something from your childhood that's coming up for you now that you had suppressed, or that you had kind of pushed away, put on the back burner. Maybe some of you guys didn't pursue your dreams because you were trying to help somebody else pursue theirs, or because you didn't want to leave somebody behind to go to school or to pursue that in some way, shape, or form. And maybe that has ended, and your ancestors are saying it's time to go back to pursuing your own dreams that you put aside for something or somebody else. Okay. It's not too late, is what I'm hearing. It's not too late. We have transformation. It's not too late. It's not too late to blossom. It's not too late to open. It's not too late to transform. Okay? Right now we have the Hanged Man. It's like you're in your cocoon or in your chrysalis and you're just staying there. Because there's a fear of going backwards and staying that caterpillar or staying in that energy or staying in that relationship or staying in that job or whatever it is. But there's also this fear of moving forward, because that means you have to accept that things have changed, right? Your ancestors are encouraging you to allow yourself to change, to move forward, to transform, to pursue your own dreams, and to allow yourself to observe the lessons and gain the wisdom without kind of attaching your worth or attaching your identity to the experiences that you've had, if that makes sense. Like, accepting that you were betrayed doesn't mean that you deserved to be betrayed, right? We also have the goddess Venus or Aphrodite, whichever one you connect with, coming through here in this butterfly spirit transformation card. And that may be an energy for some of you guys to connect to. Or if you have been calling out to that goddess, or maybe she's been calling out to you, this is just confirmation of that. We have vigilance. Yeah, I'm really feeling here, group number 4, that like your ancestors are saying it's time for you to stand up for yourself. It's time for you to pursue your dreams. It's time for you to allow yourself to blossom. Maybe to be your own hero, depending on the situation. Instead of putting yourself on the back burner to make sure everybody or everything else is all right. Okay, it's time for you to go on your own journey. Okay, group number 4. But this is what I'm seeing for my beautiful souls that chose this pile. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, if it brought you value, please hit that like button, as it truly does help to support the channel. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this reading. Consider subscribing if you feel called to do so. I thank you guys so incredibly much for joining me here today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.